Hey everyone, welcome to another video. We are One Leaf Falls and I'm Christian.
I'm Scott.
Every 2 weeks we sit down and talk about music and whatever else comes up.
Yeah, basically we just ramble, hope it makes sense. And today we've got two fun topics, past bands that we've been in and lesser known artists that we know of.
Yes, so before we get into that, if you enjoy these videos, do make sure to hit subscribe, drop a comment below and like, because it helps us out and keeps the algorithm gods happy, doesn't it?
Praise the algorithm gods.
That's right.
Yes, and stick around to the end because we will be teasing a small snippet of our upcoming song Road. It's coming together really well and we're quite excited to share it with people.
Yeah. Alright, let's get on to it. So before One Leaf Falls, we both had our own musical journeys, didn't we, Scott?
We did.
Playing in different bands and developing our own styles along the way.
Yeah, and every band teaches you something new, whether it's about like songwriting, the performing, or just working with other musicians. It's a very valuable skill to learn.
Oh yeah, my first band was called Glow. We were a duo. Can you guess what I did in Glow?
Xylophone.
Xylophone. Well, it's funny you should say that. The xylophone parts, I don't think they made it onto the recording.
Ah, that's a shame. What a shame.
They're probably locked in a vault somewhere. I mainly play guitar and sing.
Just like in Ulf, yeah.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah. More the guitar side of it, I think.
Play a lot of gigs and stuff?
Yeah, we play quite a lot of gigs locally. Yeah. Obviously experimenting with different sounds, finding out what worked, what we liked.
And it's just the two of you?
Just the two of us, and the backing track. Dun, dun, dun.
Program drums and bass and stuff, yeah.
Yes,
that's great. Great stuff.
Well, it can be hard. It can be difficult to do that, but of course what it does is it helps you to get tired and to become disciplined.
Yeah.
Because that backing track is not stopping.
No.
Whatever happens.
It's not going to stop.
So it's definitely helped us,
Cool.
learn a lot.
So that was your first real proper band? Okay.
That's right. Yeah. And
so,
yours?
Yeah. My first real proper band that I was in upper school, which you call secondary school now, I suppose. It was called Infinite Shade, and it really was my first real band, and I got a taste for playing live in a few places and just enjoying creating music with my friends back in the day. And I've never looked back since I started doing music and playing guitar and being in bands. I just haven't stopped. I've been in numerous bands since then, whether it's been on bass, I've played drums, and then obviously guitar and vocals like in One Leaf Falls. I've definitely gained a lot of experience over the years from all those roles in numerous bands.
Yeah, no doubt. Have you got any standout moments from those early days in Scott?
We had a lot of fun in a lot of those bands. Some things that stand out. There's just so many things, but I would say the first time I actually played live in front of a real audience was at school, and my strap actually broke on my guitar, and that was quite an introduction to playing live in front of people. And playing a festival that I played, a summer festival, my bass melted. It was that hot that day, and my bass inside actually melted. That was good fun. And the first time I had a VIP pass and that let me go into a beer tent and get beer for free, I thought, wow, I've really made it now. That was really memorable for me.
Brilliant. Yeah. So moments like that, they really teach you to adapt. And
yeah, you just sort of learn what it's like to be in real bands and all the things you have to do, and you have to get on with people, and you have to you have to learn to adapt
and manage egos and
sometimes.
Yes. That reminds me, of course, the first band that we were in.
Yep.
Was called Conflict Trilogy.
Ah, yes. Well, it eventually gave it a name.
Yeah.
Conflict Trilogy. It's very easy to say.
Yeah. Why did we call it that? Because there was three of us.
Yeah, there was three of us, and we all had very different sort of like backgrounds in music and stuff and genres. So it's kind of like a mixing 3 of our styles together. You come up with Conflict Trilogy.
Our drummer liked to listen to a lot of dance music as well.
Yeah, whereas I was more into like metal and rock, and then you was like new wave, indie kind of Britpop kind of stuff. So Conflict Trilogy.
Yeah, so we decided that those sounds would come together and they'd work well, or they wouldn't. It was fun finding out, and yeah, it worked out, I think.
Yeah, and in fact, this year will mark about 20 years since we started working together, started writing songs together. We've been through quite a lot over that time.
We have.
And we've still got so many songs that we just keep writing, and we just really want to record everything eventually. But we're getting there, we're getting them done. So yeah, hopefully there'll be plenty more to share in the future. Alright, so we've all got those artists we think deserve way more recognition than they get. So who's on your list?
Okay, so I'd have to go with Nick Drake.
Nick Drake.
Yeah, his songwriting, I think it's unreal, and in some ways quite unique. Although I'm sure someone would say, oh, he sounds like so and so.
Yeah, it's probably inspired by other people, isn't it?
But I think, anyway, he's got this way of crafting melodies and they just stick with you. Whenever I listen to him and hear his voice, it feels like he's almost singing directly to me as well.
He's got that kind of voice.
Just very kind of intimate.
Interesting.
Understated, but full of lots of emotion and warmth a little bit, you know. Sadly, he only made 3 albums and he died young, which is a great shame. But we've still got his music.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The music will always be there.
Oh yeah. And what about you?
Well, that was a good choice because I'd never actually heard of Nick Drake until you mentioned him. For me, there's a band I came across called The Picture. I find there's some similarities with One Leaf Fall's style, like the 2 guitars and doing 2 different things kind of thing. I think it's their first album called Connect, I believe. It's mixed by one of my favourite mix engineers, Andrew Sheps, who's worked with Rick Rubin on Red Hot Chili Peppers stuff and some Adele stuff and all kinds of things. And so I learned a lot about Andrew Sheps' mixing style whilst also listening to them and enjoying their music. So
yeah,
it's a win-win
that's
situation.
Great, isn't it?
There,
that's the best when you find an artist that's been doing their own thing.
Yeah.
You know, and they're not worried about what anyone else thinks about it or following trends.
Exactly.
And I didn't know The Picture until you introduced me to them.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, we tend to do that. We tend to introduce each other to artists that each of us hadn't heard of before, and so obviously expands our inspiration, which is very helpful. But that's why we love making music and discovering all these artists who inspire us, but they're not getting the recognition that they should sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure that there are others that plenty of you could think of. So let us know in the comments. We always like to hear about artists that you think maybe deserve a bit more recognition.
Indeed.
That maybe we haven't heard of.
Yeah, we always we always love checking out new music.
We love to hear new music, whether it's come out last week or 50 years ago, whatever. Yeah.
It's all great to us. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, don't forget we're doing these videos fortnightly now, aren't we?
Yep, fortnightly.
So yeah, hit subscribe, like, share, follow.
Press all the buttons.
All the social media forms.
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That's our main 3.
They're the main ones, and then that way you'll always be updated with what we're doing, what's going on.
Absolutely.
And then let us know of your experience with music.
Yeah,
do you just like to listen?
Yeah. Do they play an instrument or something?
Or do you play an instrument? Do you play drums? So you're looking to join an originals band?
Like One Leaf Falls, for example.
Or bass?
Yeah, do you play an instrument?
Or trombone?
Or xylophone?
Or organ?
Or flute?
Or all 3?
All 4?
At the same time?
All of them, yeah. If you can play all 4 at the same time, please get in touch. But yes.
And if you're not out playing music and you can do that, then what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's a bit mad.
Yeah, and also the other thing we want to hear from you about is the lesser known artists
Yeah, so let us know in the comments.
The ones that have gone under the radar, the ones that really do deserve more recognition.
Yeah, let us know your favourite lesser known artists. And as promised, here's a little teaser of our upcoming song, Road. Let us know what you think of that, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
See you next time.
Bye.